Hi, it's Karen, and welcome or welcome back to All About That Fringe. Um, I want to kind of start out just by saying that I'm wearing Jones by Estetica, a very popular cut. Jones might have been one of my very first. I got her in R30 28 26, which is this beautiful light auburn color. And it was one of the first things that I got when I was starting my journey and my collection. And it's funny at that time, um, how naive I was about everything and how afraid I was about everything. So if you're at the beginning of your journey, know that you'll settle into it in time. Like you'll find your way. Like for instance, this morning, I had a couple of meetings and I threw Jones on and it was sort of a bold choice for some of the meetings I had today, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I was like, here's the shirt I'm wearing. This is the hair I'm going to put with it. And I didn't like the fact that I had the long side swipe bangs. Didn't like the way that looked on her. So I just went ahead and in 30 seconds gave her a quick bang trim. I can still side swipe if I wish to, or I can, mess her up and leave her down and let her be a little bit edgy. And I may even go in here. I probably will go in here and maybe do a little refining on them, which is nothing that I would ever do on the first day I cut them. I always like to kind of go back on another day and another wear and kind of see how I feel about it. But real quick bang trim, and I know I owe you some bang trimming videos. I just haven't been feeling all that well lately, and I'm a little tapped out. So what I'm going to do is promise you that I will come back and show you those bang trimming videos. I will, I promise, because it doesn't have to be complicated and you don't have to be scared. You just have to be gentle and conservative about it. Like right now I have this maybe this much farther back than I could wear her. I kind of like where she is, but if I wanted to lift up, I might still see my bio hair a little bit there. And if I wanted to make sure I was covering that up, I might put her down a little bit, but I always trim the first time a little bit and keep her a little bit farther back so that I don't over trim. Anyway, Jones is in Chocolate Smoke. I will say that I hear you. Some of you have said to me, "Oh, like really rock her out. She's meant to be super edgy." I think she looks more edgy with the bangs cut. But I also tend to be one of those people that kind of smooths things down a little bit. She does have some permatease up top. I remember when I got my first Jones, I was a little freaked out by how much permatease Jones has. I tend to really like Page by Henry Margaux. Um, and I also have a Hunter. Estetica has a Hunter that has a similar look, but Page I think is the closest. And instead of being razor cut, it's just a little smoother cut, but it still has the same stacked layers like Jones does, very similar. I think I have some pictures up on All About That Fringe, just kind of comparing the two. But I used to be freaked out about the permatease, but it's really just one of those things where you have to get in there, you have to massage it a little bit, and then you figure out how to arrange. See, that just fixed it really easily right there. How to arrange what's on top of it in such a way that it looks super natural and it doesn't look like you have a little bird's nest on your head. So don't be afraid of the permatease. Make it your friend. And like I said, this is Chocolate Smoke. It's one of the new colors for Jones by Estetica. And she has a basic cap, so it's like putting on a really comfortable little hat. A 21.25 inch circumference, and I haven't adjusted it at all. I just took off the tag, gave her a shake, popped her on my head, cut the bangs this morning real quick, and I just did the permatease thing right here in front of you. So you saw what that entailed. And she doesn't look nasty at all. Yeah, she's a cute little thing. All right, why am I here? Why am I yapping at you today? There is something I want to say. So I'll be back, not in sort of an Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of way, but I'll be back and I'll do more mini reviews and I'll show more hair and I'll talk about more things. Um, but right now, here in March, in our little wig world, there's some weird stuff going on. Like, there's some people doing some really mean spirited things, and there's a lot of scamming going on. Um, and it frightens me. And I'm guessing, for many people, it's kind of unsettling. And some of you are like, hey, I'm not going to let them get me down. And amen to that. Um, but I've been scammed a few times in a few different ways in my very short journey. And and I just want to say that people who are predators in this community, who use this community to take advantage of other people, to try and get things for free so they can resell them, to claim that maybe they didn't receive something, to say something's defective when it's not, so that they can, I don't know, return it, or I don't even know what people are doing. Um, Seriously, like, that karma's on you. Like, I can't even imagine how much someone's soul must be lost in order to think that people who are suffering from hair loss or something else that requires or helps them to have helper hair, like, whatever that is. We have all different reasons for being here in this part of our journey, and I know for me, this is a manageable way to get my hair ready for work when I have significant hair loss from my disease. But we all have different reasons, and 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 they're all personal, and they all have pieces, or at least parts of them, that can be painful. and and to exacerbate someone's pain by taking advantage of them, like, what's that about? Like, seriously, like, talk to someone. Like, I mean, in a therapeutic way, talk to someone. um get some help, get some support, get some counseling, because if your way of navigating this life is to hurt or take advantage of other people, or to put them down, or to make assumptions about them, or to see what you can get away with, um, you can be better than that. You can really truly believe that you can be better than that. Well, I am probably preaching to the choir, because I'm going to guess that some of the folks that might be doing some of those unsavory things may not even be listening to this message. But if you are, this message is for all of you. Be kind to each other. Don't make assumptions about why anybody is doing anything, please. If you feel uncomfortable with someone else's journey, or you feel slighted in some way, or whatever, look inside and see what's going on for yourself. And like I said, honestly, talk to someone, um, and see if you can kind of work through what's happening for you. But don't lash out and hurt other people, please. That's my appeal to you, um, to lead with kindness, to always lead with kindness. And let's see if we as a community can figure out a way for each of ourselves to maybe just think about how we support each other, how we can support each other, what messages we're putting out there, um, about, you know, image and beauty and all of that. The important thing is that the person wearing the helper hair can feel better by virtue of wearing that helper hair. Not in a, you know, fake compliment kind of way, but try to understand where that person's coming from and listen to their voice and reflect their voice and their experiences, rather than imposing your own on them, or your own expectations of what they should do or where they should be. I'm in this moment, just pulling from many, many things I've seen online this week and things I've heard from people. So this is all about that fringe. And we hope that listening to our stuff and watching our videos helps you a little bit. I so think you should get yourself something in this chocolate smoke, even if it's not your usual color, even if you're a person who wears a lot of blondes. This is sort of like so fun, so fun. Um, so just a little hello for the day, everybody.